Let's talk about why TSH is such a bad test for hypothyroidism and what additional tests you need. Hello friends, I'm Danielle Mayteeve, scientist, health coach, and mom with Hashimoto's. So what is this test, TSH? It's a test of thyroid stimulating hormone. And often if you go to your doctor and say, I have all these symptoms, my hair is falling out, I'm cold all the time, I can't lose weight, I have brain fog, I'm exhausted, my face is swollen, all these things, the doctor will say, oh, that sounds like hypothyroidism, let's do a test. And they will test this thyroid stimulating hormone. And often they'll do this test and either say, oh, you're normal, or okay, you have hypothyroidism, here's this medication. Why is this test so poor for thyroid function? First of all, it's called thyroid stimulating hormone because it stimulates your thyroid, so presumably it's not made by your thyroid, and that's problem number one. TSH is made by your pituitary, a gland in your brain, to tell your thyroid to make hormone. And well, the theory is that if the TSH is high, it means that your body's saying you don't have enough hormone, therefore you must have hypothyroidism. And then if we give you enough medication or the number's low enough, then you don't have hypothyroidism. Well, TSH actually measures how well your body thinks it needs to talk to your thyroid. It's the first line of defense. Yes, you need to test TSH, but it's not enough. It's not enough because the communication between your pituitary and your thyroid can be off. It could be not enough because the doctor's using the wrong reference ranges, so what they say is a normal TSH isn't. It may not be enough because the problem might not be that your thyroid isn't making enough hormone. It could mean that it's not converting from the storage form to the active form, or it's not transporting it correctly, or so on. So TSH is just the beginning. Next, what we need to know is free T4. T4 is actually the hormone your thyroid makes. It makes sense to actually measure the hormone your thyroid makes if we want to know if your thyroid's working. But it's not enough to measure total T4. We want to measure free T4. That's the amount that's actually available for your body to use. But still, that's not enough, because now we want to measure free T3. That's the active hormone that your body converts T4 into. We want to check TSH, free T4, and free T3. That's at least the minimum that your doctor needs to test to see if your thyroid is functioning. So to start with, those are the three hormones that we want to test: TSH, free T4, and free T3. But if you do have hypothyroidism, if you're having all these symptoms, we want to know why. And that's why I recommend people get a thyroid antibody test. That looks at whether or not you have an illness called Hashimoto's. That's when your own immune system is attacking your thyroid. And it can attack these two proteins, TPO, thyroid peroxidase, or thyroglobulin, TG. So by testing to see if you have antibodies against either of these two, we would know whether or not your hypothyroidism could be due to Hashimoto's. So again, that's TSH, free T4, free T3, and the thyroid antibodies.